hey guys, just a quick update. We made a trip to the thrift store today, and Jillian's over there, but she doesn't want me to show her. So I won't show her. Benny's over here. Come here, buddy. You don't mind being on TV, do you? No. You like TV. Go back my arm. Yeah, thank you. Anyways, this was a find for today, and Jillian found it, and it is a vintage blow mold from the mid-1990s. I think there's a name on the bottom somewhere, but I'll show you some compared listings online. And the price that we paid was $3.49. I believe this will sell for around $100 to $150. So yeah, that was the one find today at the thrift stores. Let me see if I can find the name on it. It's gonna be hard with one hand here. There we go, it's Empire. 1996. What do you think, Teddy? Do you smell something? So yeah, that was the find today. We're gonna list this on eBay and on Marketplace and see if we can find a buyer. But for $3.50, that was a really good find. So I'm gonna get this listed and get a couple other things listed, and I'll let you guys know if we have any sales. Bye for now.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Okay guys, I'm back again, and I just came back from an estate sale, and there was one garage sale that I went to, and this is everything that I found. And I'm gonna go through everything. I paid $170 for all of this, and it was actually a really good sale. I wasn't really expecting very much this morning, but yeah, when I showed up at what was called a garage sale ended up being an estate sale, and there was just tons of old stuff, and everything was really well priced. So I'll go through everything that I found here, and then we went to a garage sale, and I picked up a massive amount of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games. So yeah, I think we did really well this morning, and I'm really glad I went out. So we'll start off with the big signs in the back. Those two signs right there, they were $5 each, and I just bought them because they seem like kind of like a conversation piece that somebody would have up in their house. They are hand painted, so you can see really close there, probably from around the 40s or 50s. I really wish I knew what store they came out of. But yeah, cool nonetheless. They're double-sided, so I'm probably going to list those for around $200 each. I might keep one for a while and list the other one for $200, and then just see if one sells, and then I'll probably put one up in the garage here. But yeah, that was a really good find on its own. That was the first pickup of that estate sale. Next, we have this vintage Sony VidiMagic. I believe it's a color projector, but I looked up comparables on this, and there's sold listings for around $800 to $850. There's probably two listed right now for $800, but this was $5 at the estate sale. So whether it works or not, I'm gonna have to test it and find out. But I figured for $5, worth picking up, and then we'll see if somebody wants it. Either hopefully it works, but if not, then just for parts. But yeah, worth picking up. Next at that estate sale was this, and this is an Art Deco piece, probably from the 40s or 50s, really, or actually 30s or 40s, I would say. Really cool styling, and yeah, that was like $10, so I couldn't turn that down. I'll probably list that on eBay for around $100 to $150. And then also there was some vintage bats. I thought that was cool. It's like a Pete Rose vintage bat. Those were like $5. Probably sell for around $50. And this is new old stock, and it's a tuning setup for. So we have a compression tester, timing light, remote starter, and then vacuum pump tester. Pretty cool vintage piece, and I thought that it was really nice that it's new old stock. Like, it looks like it hasn't been used. There's still stuff tied up in it. I'll list that on eBay probably for around 150, and that was another thing that was like $5 or something like that. Also, I saw this is an antique atlas, I believe they're called, but it's like just for like counting, and it is old. It's brass, and then it's on looks like a piece of marble. So that was like $2 or something. All of this stuff was really well priced. So I just like basically made piles, and yeah, like every time I made a pile, they're like, yeah, $10, $20, you know? So I couldn't really argue with their prices at all. There's this really cool vintage compass, and I'll see if I can get it out of the box here. Just 1 second. Yeah, so a really cool vintage compass, and I don't see a name on it, but yeah, that's just a cool vintage item. That stuff like small compact items like that are still working are really easy to sell. So yeah, I picked that one up. And then there's a vintage pocket knife made in Canada, and I believe this is a carving set. And yeah, it was one of those things that I just piled together. Vintage Dunlop rubber repair kit, just with the cool advertising on it. A vintage Coleman heater, and I've had these before. They usually sell for around $40 to $50. So that one looks in fairly good shape. So I'll probably sell that locally. Some really old glasses, and they are from Sarnia, so probably downtown Sarnia somewhere, early 1900s. And over here, you can see this was $5 for all. There's some cool small items in here. A nice old pen. Didn't really notice that before. Wow, Dansk. I'm gonna have to look that up because that sounds like a really good name, and it's probably mid-century. But yeah, everything in this was $5. A steel comb. I just bought this for the container. I thought that was really a really cool container. And there's some small brushes and accessories in there. Honestly, I could have kept shopping at this place all day because they kept bringing stuff out and their prices were so great. There's a vintage waffle maker or waffle iron, and I just thought it was kind of unique. See how it has the stippling in it. A one-touch can opener, and then this was free. This was just at the side of the road. Really nice vintage made in USA square. And then this, I'm gonna have to look into this because I have a Garrett metal detector, and this may work for my metal detector. But yeah, again, this was just a pile, and they said, yeah, $20 for all. Digital multimeter, and this is unused in the box. Just a vintage, cool vintage advertising. I like little small things like that. People love to put them in their garage and just have them on display. And then down here is a whole bunch of AC components. Refrigerant, air conditioner refrigerant. And yeah, they're all unused, so might be able to make use of those. And then over here was the biggest find of the day. And this was at the garage sale that I went to after the estate sale. So I went and picked all this up, and then I stopped by a garage sale, and they just had a whole bunch of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games. There's over 100 there, and I'm gonna have to look through them and see if there's any rare names. But I offered him $100 for everything, and he took it. So I'm gambling a little bit. I know I'll make my money back because like you can get like 10 or 15 for most of these, but I'm hoping there's some rare names. And if I come across anything that's rare, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. There's so many games. Like there's 2 rows of video games in here. And for $100, I couldn't really go wrong, I don't think. So, oh yeah, Prince of Persia. I think that's a good one. Anyways, I'll go through these and see if I can find any really good names. I thought the odds were kind of high that I might find some really good names in here. Another Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. But yeah, that was the finds this morning. Great day of thrifting or hunting. I'll get some of this listed and I'll let you guys know if anything sells. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And I'm trying to make more content. There's probably going to be a lot of thrift hunting this fall and into the winter. So yeah, follow along and I'll let you guys know what sells. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye for now.